welcome to the TopiaPodCast, where we talk about pop culture and other interesting news that happen to catch our attention. With your hosts, Amani, Edwin, and Antonio. But before we dive into any of those topics, we always like to start off with question of the week. If you want to, leave us a question, just comment down below, and we'll be sure to shout you out. But this week's question is brought to you by me. It's so basically, let me catch you guys up. I don't know if you've been hearing about what's been going on in like technology and other, news in that area. Let me share the screen real quick.
I
But
see.
basically, AI has been getting a little out of hand. There's this new AI called Chat GPT. I'm not gonna play this full TikTok, by the way. If you wanna check it out, link in the description. And that's his name right there. If you wanna check it out on your own time. But basically, he has this AI write him an essay for like school. He's not in school, but he has this AI write him an essay about To Kill a Mockingbird. And he asked it a pretty deep question, like write a long essay on the themes of racism and the fear of the unknown in the novel To Kill a Mockingbird. That's what he asked. And then it writes an entire essay, and it's not in basic either. Like it comes like it's advanced. It's advanced, all right? Artificial intelligence is going crazy. They could literally write your essays for you now. Um,
Yeah.
There's also another TikTok. Again, this is the user. If you want to check it out, if you want to see it on your own time, link in the description. But this user, he talks about how ChatGPT it's destroyed remote code interviews. Because this AI can also write a bunch of code for you. It can correct the code for you, tell you what's wrong with whatever code you're working on.
Mm-hmm.
I seen another TikTok. I don't have it up here. I seen another TikTok where you could like ask it how to like how hotwire a car. Now there is like safety measures on this, like you just can't look up crazy things and do crazy things. But for the hotwire the car, he did something specific. He did some crazy things to like work around it.
Okay.
There's more AI with like the art, that are just coming up with crazy art for the free ski. And artists are worried about, oh, the AI putting them out of business. They're worried about them stealing art too. I think there's some people accusing of the AI stuff like stealing from real artists. I'm not too sure about that. But the question of the week, do you think AI is going to destroy our future and put everyone out of the job?
I'm gonna say no. First of all, our future's already destroyed, like from a whole bunch of other shit, like climate change or nuclear war. So AI is like the least of our problems. If anything, it'll make our last 10 years on Earth, more lit. Like if we can get some AI to just make everything automatic, and then we don't have to like pay for anything, we don't have to do anything. We can just have everything done for us. Like that'll be lit. That'll be lit. Maybe we could even go to some like maybe we can get an AI that can create space travel for us, and then we can go out to space and some other shit like that. I think AI is the only way for us to go because there's only so much like us humans can really do ourselves. So if we can have a computer just running consistent fucking simulations and just trying to find answers for shit, then that's perfect.
I think I think the whole shit will be the whole world will be fucked. But it's not gonna be in our generation where we're gonna be seeing it. To be fair, it's gonna be more down the line when we're like sending people out to Mars willy nilly just for fun. Like that's way more down the line. But that robot theory, I that shit gives it like a high percentage of a possibility. Most
Mm.
definitely. Because only thing that technology is doing is getting smarter and getting way more advanced. And they'll get to a point to where we don't even know or understand the human brain yet, to where we're not as smart, to where we keep putting information into something over time, it's gonna get smarter than us, faster than us, and to where they're gonna start teaching themselves and start realizing, oh, these humans are fucking retarded. How about we kill them off? Because they keep killing each other with all this war and overworking dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that robot that just run off people.
Damn, that's some Terminator shit right there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it is a thought, it's an idea, but it's a high possibility, especially if we just keep going in that like direction.
Yeah, yeah. But shit, like I said, we only got like a few more years left on this earth, so fuck it. Bring on
The
the robot.
climate change too. On top of that,
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I see where you're both coming from. It seems like you guys aren't really too worried about it. I'm seeing other people saying like there are some immediate effects. Like that thing's already solving code. It's teaching people how to hotwire cards. It's fucking writing essays. People were saying you can even have it like cross-reference one of your drafts, so it's not just coming up with it all by itself. It has like a reference.
Hmm.
Um, and again with the artists too, they're saying some of them were saying they're stealing art. A lot of people are just using the AI for like profile pictures. Like everybody on Twitter is using the AI thing for profile pictures right now. And even Edmund, you said you was using it too. You have some pictures saved of your friends and whatever, like in that
Yeah.
style.
Because
Yeah.
look, I can understand where some of the artists will come from and shit, talking about they're stealing art. But if it does come to the point where they're stealing art, then you can just trademark your stuff, and then if it gets that serious, take them to court. Like whoever's the one that is the one creating the AIs and taking your art, you prove
hmm
it to the court, you make some money off of that shit, right? But then the way I see it is that most of them are worried that they're not going to make money, right? They're not going to get paid, and while I can also understand that, that's just what happens in the world. Like there's always going to be something or someone that's going to do your job better and cheaper, and people are going to default to that. But what you can do to prevent that is just be very passionate about your work and always make sure that your work is very unique. Because if your work is both passionate and unique, people are always going to buy it no matter what. But if you're going to let something like an AI be the excuse of you not being able to sell your paintings, then I don't think you were going to be that great of an artist to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like the money shouldn't determine whether or not you're going to continue being an artist. It should be about passion. If you're really passionate, you'll keep going.
right.
Hey, well, we'll just have to wait and see. I don't really have my nose to the ground on this story. I encourage everybody to do their own research. One final thing I'll say about this question of the week. I know some people were saying, oh, it's no longer going to be like for schools. It's no longer going to be about questions, like answering questions. It's going to be about asking questions because like this AI can like literally do a lot for you. It can't do everything. I'm not going to say it does everything. It doesn't, but it's pretty advanced. It can do a lot. And a lot of people are saying it's not about answers. It's about questions. I've even seen some people use this to like do their math homework and like
Mm-hmm.
it solves it perfectly, explains it perfectly. Like the chat GPT thing is really, really crazy. So people
Damn.
are saying if we have a machine that can answer questions, then it's up to humans to come up with questions, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just regurgitating what I heard somebody say on TikTok just very badly. But me personally, I don't know if this would destroy the world. I think it's going to change the world. I don't think it'll destroy it per se. We have to play around with it a bit more. I have to see more effects and more studies. We just have to wait and see. That's my
Right.
answer. All right, with that
Yeah.
being said, that's the question of the week.
Good
Let me
question.
thank you, thank you. All right, and with that being said, we move on to anime news. So first, I want to talk about Tokyo Revengers. I don't Tokyo Revengers. I don't know if you guys heard, but they've been bought by Disney Plus. So the new
No, they
season,
haven't stopped lying.
that's what I've been hearing. They've been bought by Disney Plus. The new
Didn't they do
season.
the same thing about Bleach? It's the same thing about Bleach.
Yeah. So the way it works is like in some countries it's only available on Disney Plus, and then in other countries it's like on Hulu. So like for us, it's on Hulu. But then for
Oh,
some people,
okay.
yeah, I was really confused about that too, because people said,
Oh,
"Oh,
so it's
it's
like a VPN type shit.
yeah," because
Yeah.
like Disney owns like Hulu too and whatever. They be doing stuff.
Right.
So so that's what is going on there. So Bleach isn't on Disney Plus for us in the States, watching it on Hulu. Same thing's gonna happen in Tokyo Revengers, so I guess we're gonna have to watch it on Hulu. The new arc is coming out January 8th, 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I have the name of it. Oh, the Christmas Showdown arc. That's the name of the arc that's coming up January 8th.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Um, yeah, I can't believe Disney's buying anime. Like this is really crazy right now.
Of course, Disney is all about the profits, and they know that anime is it's a big chance for profits, so they're gonna claim their chances at it. They got one of the big three. Now they're grabbing one of the new gens. Like they're playing smart. They're playing smart.
Yeah, they are.
They're
A little too
ACU.
smart.
Eventually, they're gonna grab Dragon Ball too.
Don't say that.
They're waiting
Dragon
for
Ball's
it.
too big. Dragon Ball's too big.
Disney's bigger. Disney's bigger, you know it. I can already see Goku and Mickey Mouse sitting next to each other, shaking hands.
It's like Goku and Mickey Mouse.
It's a money bank. It's a money bank.
Um, I also heard that they're coming out Disney. They're making an original anime.
Oh, I
I
heard.
think who are they working with? I don't want to say they're working with Amazon. I think I'm thinking about another game, but Disney's working with somebody and they're making an anime. It's gonna be like half anime, half live
Live action.
action. I don't know
Yeah.
how that's gonna work. I don't even know if that can work. Like that sounds like a turn off for me, but I'll still try it whenever that drops. There's no release date. They've been working on it for a long time though.
Like the way I see it, it's kind of like that. I don't even know the name of this show. Fuck, so it's my bad for making even reference, but there should be this old ass show where these kids will like jump into like another world. Like it's like a virtual world, and like the whole animation style would
Hold the Yoko.
change. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I was never a fan of that show, anyways. But yeah, like the whole animation style would change. I think it's gonna be like that basically, where they're just gonna change the whole thing, and it'll still be the same characters, but maybe they're just in a different world. So like the live action will just be like the regular world, the regular humans or whatever doing the regular shit, and then they jump into some mystical, magical world, and that's animated, and then they just go crazy as fuck in there. But I don't know. I'm interested because we haven't seen anything like this in terms of anime, and I'm open to it because fuck it. If it's gonna be good, it might be good. But I'm definitely gonna give it a chance.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a chance to. For Hold the Yoko, it was like if that is the show you're talking about, it was like half of it is like regular, animation, anime, and then when they go in the world, it's like all CGI.
Yeah,
And that was like Code Lyoko, but for this Disney thing, they're talking about animation and then live action. Like that's a crazy leap. I don't know how that's gonna work.
yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm not hip
Uh,
to all that.
What you say?
move.
No, I'm not hip to all that.
Oh, okay.
Show you all the guy talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a link of it right now, but I did put it in the group chat, like the TikTok with the dude talking about it. It would surprise me. I might put it in the description for this video too.
But
Moving on, I did want to talk about the JoJo episodes. We got more episodes on December 1st. It is now the 11th as the time of this recording. I watched all of them. I thought it was really good. Overall, I would say the first batch of episodes we got, like when it first came out on Netflix, because it came out in like three different, like, batches, three different parts. The first, couple episodes we got, 25, 24, I don't know how much we got, 12, 15. The first parts were really good. I was like, yes, I'm so happy. It was the honeymoon phase. I'm like, JoJo Stone Ocean, we are back. I've been waiting for some more JoJo. It was
right.
good. They released the second part. I feel like the entire second part, I wasn't vibing with it. Not the entirety of it, but like for most of it, I wasn't vibing with it. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the fights like just didn't some of the fights didn't make sense. You know how it be in JoJo with some of their stands. Like I was even on TikTok and people were like, "Nah, bro." TikTok and Twitter, and people were like, "Nah, bro, this is getting crazy with the Dragon Twister green stand." And I was like, "Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy."
The
But
fuck?
I thought some of them were too complicated and some of them were just too boring. The second part, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it. And then the third part came out. I was so worried about, how it was gonna go. But I enjoyed the entire third part. JoJo is back in their bag. The fucking ending, like craziest ending out of all the parts I've ever seen. Like you cannot predict that shit. He was in his bag when he
Okay.
wrote that. And I am very excited for the next part whenever that drops.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I stopped watching after the first batch of episodes. I need to catch up.
for is that
Yeah. But, so what would you rate it in terms of like all the other parts?
like how would I rate the series as a whole, or just like how would I rate every part?
So like what would you put, is this like your favorite parts in the top three
Oh,
compared to
oh,
like part four?
compared to the other parts, damn. All right, this is like part six. Oh my God. I mean, four was really good, and then I loved five. Six, six has you, and then it loses you. It's better. I'll say it's probably better than three, but it's definitely not better than four and five. Four and five, he was in his bag. Four and five, bro, he did not miss.
Yeah, no bullshit. He didn't. Four and five were like unique as fuck. I mean, they're all
Yeah,
unique, but like in terms of JoJo uniqueness, four and five stand out even like amongst that.
Yeah.
but it was still part six was still good. They lost me for a little bit with a couple
Mhm.
episodes. They probably dragged it out for too long. They could have like sped it up and had her do her things faster. But even with all that being said, it was still good. It was still good. I was glad to have more JoJo, and I'm excited to get another part. If we do get another part, maybe don't put it on Netflix. Maybe just put it on Crunchyroll or something. I don't know.
Sounds good.
What's wrong with the Netflix?
Because they didn't do it weekly, we had to wait for like a long amounts of time in between. It was mad weird.
Mm, I don't know, but I feel like that because you go so long without a JoJo season. I feel like at least this way, you can at least savor the season longer. You know, throughout the year. Because like when did part five come out? Was it last year?
No, it was like when I was in
Or
high school,
yeah,
actually.
exactly. So imagine if part six all just came out and you watched that basically in like 2 months. Now you go the whole fucking year without any JoJo versus basically getting like new JoJo 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I bet that's
Let's
the Netflix way.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comments. Do you want the weekly episodes? Do you guys want the Netflix episodes? 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, the Netflix episodes were coming in clutch. I feel like part six was perfect for Netflix because, like, if I was watching that thing weekly, I feel like I would have gotten bored. I feel like I would have been confused. I would have been talking mad shit. Like some episodes, I feel like you have to watch it like right after just for it to like connect and make sense. If I was trying to come back after like a
Hmm.
week, I'd probably forget some things and it wouldn't like connect the same. So I feel like part six was like perfect for this format. I don't know
Hmm.
how part seven is. I don't know if part seven would benefit from it or if it would hurt it, but I will
Yeah. I haven't-
give part six to Netflix.
Oh, okay. Freaking! I've only heard one single thing about the part seven, and that it's just basically like with horses. It just has something to do with horses. And supposedly it won't get animated because it will take too much to animate like all the movement with the horses and shit. But I don't know if they're gonna change their mind or something about that, or just give it to another studio.
Hmm. Yeah, I do know that it's something about horses, Western, and he sings like a song about pizza. That's what I'm looking forward to. I never listened to the full thing because I want to see it in the anime. Yeah, it's like a song about pizza. It's like a big meme in the community, and I never listened to it, but I want to see it in the anime first. I want to
Okay.
experience it like that.
Talking
I mean,
about
how would you listen
pizza.
to it? Because wouldn't it just be a panel?
What?
Like, how would you listen to the song? Because wouldn't it just be a panel? It's not
I
animated
mean,
yet.
yeah, it was a panel. I don't know, like the fans like
Oh, like they sing it themselves.
yeah, they sing it themselves, and I think in the panel he probably tells you like what tune it is, like oh, it's set to the tune of one of these famous songs. I'm just guessing, but yeah,
Now, some books to be doing that.
I've seen some clips about the pizza song, so I'm excited for that.
The
Um,
uh,
saying they're feeling like the horses might be too much. That's crazy. I
uh,
never heard anybody complain
But
about
I
that. I
don't
feel
think
like
it's
there's
supposed to be. I don't think they're gonna be part of the Joe timeline though. I think it's gonna be like its own thing,
yeah, I heard
like
it's
a
like a,
whole new characters.
that's what I've heard. I heard it's like a basically a different universe.
Yeah,
But we'll see, because I don't know shit about it. Like I said, yeah, I'm
yeah,
never gonna him. He be knowing what he doing.
exactly right. I have faith in him. Everybody was telling him too, like, hey, yo, you can't have a female JoJo, you can't do this, you can't do that. And he said, I can't do what? And then wrote that part six. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I would definitely say Jolene is like one of my top three characters for JoJo's. Like, even though her part probably won't stand in the top three for me, but her character herself is like definitely in the top three most memorable JoJo's.
Moving on from the JoJo, we'll keep you guys updated if we hear any more news. We'll definitely talk about it again whenever these two watch it all, and then we'll talk about it more in depth. But we'll let you know. Moving on from that, real quick, do want to talk about this Blue Lock. There was like a new episode yesterday that I watched, and it is good. I am loving Blue Lock. So let me just talk about what I love about it so much, right? So for me, I when I went to this anime, I went into it with a couple of negatives. I was like, it's a soccer anime. There's sports teams. Sports teams means that there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of characters. I am not going to care about these characters. And they just kind of throw you in the anime. It's like, yeah, everybody's in the blue lock. The blue lock's starting. You got all these characters. Like, I didn't think I was going to care. And then, it's a soccer anime. So I'm like, oh, they're about to get some powers. They're about to do this and that. Like, I came in with a bunch of negatives, a bunch of stereotypical stuff. And I have been wrong at every single turn, okay? Because I love all the characters. You first meet them and, you'll probably hate him or you won't think much about him. You'd be like, oh, this is the MC. He's unsure of himself, whatever. This is the cocky dude. This is the brainiac. Like, you've seen these tropes before. But then you get to know the characters and you learn why they're like that. Like, there's one character in the new episode, he's like a cocky, genius asshole. He's been good at soccer. He's been him. He was born him. And you first meet him, you're like, oh man, he's just gonna be the cliche OP guy. But then you learn more about him and you learn why he acts like that. There's a dude on the main character's team with like glasses and he's super smart and he's usually coming up with the plans for the team for like most of their matches. He comes up with the plans and you don't think much of him. You're like, oh, whatever, he's gonna be cliche. And then you learn more about his past. You learn why he wants to play soccer and why he is the way he is. They do it for all the characters really, and you could just get into it, and then you end up cheering for everybody really. Like even the enemy team, you don't even want to see the people on the enemy team lose because they're playing soccer for their own reasons and they have their own abilities and their own strengths and weaknesses. Like they don't come out here with that tiger shot or anything. Like no disrespect, no disrespect, like no disrespect. I'm just saying, it's grounded in realism. They're like, all right, I'm not a muscular dude, so let me work on my, dribbling, my leg work. Or I am a muscular dude, I can push through the enemies. So let me, focus on brute force. Like they set it in realism, and you really get to connect with the characters and I think that's just why I'm loving this anime so much.
Yeah, I'm also watching the anime, and he basically said everything I got to say about it. Like literally, it's just that good. It's been very captivating. Probably one of the more exciting animes that I've been looking forward to on a weekly basis, and I definitely recommend.
really,
Hell
Like
yeah,
really
Anthony
over
was
Bleach, over
good.
Bleach.
it's more than Bleach, low
I
key.
mean,
I'm not
low
you,
key, like it's
low
good. Like
key.
on the same level, sometimes even more. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Really,
Yeah,
really. Okay, well, man,
dude,
thought for.
it just gets you, and they also know how to do good ass cliffhangers. Like during the
Mm,
matches, like they be in the match, and then they just like end that shit during a crazy cliffhanger, and it's just really good. And then you'll also try to like predict what's going on because like they play you, like they make it seem like, oh, we're doing some cliche shit, right? And then they just
hmm
turn it out of nowhere. Like it's good. It keeps you captivated.
Oh
Yeah, the
shit.
anime's real good. I love the characters. I just feel like on the side note, I feel like maybe that's why I'm not getting into like Chainsaw Man as much. I feel like I don't connect to any of the characters in Chainsaw Man. Like I really don't care if any of them live or die. Like I can't connect to them. But for the Blue Lock people, I'm connected to them. Everybody's there for a reason. They want to play soccer. They want to be good at it. They all have different reasons. They come from different backgrounds and they have different experiences and they see the world differently. And you get to see their point of view. Like, you get to see soccer from their point of view and everything and why they want to do what they want to do. And then for Chainsaw Man, I just feel like, like the only character I really think is cool is like, what's her name? Makima? I think that's her name.
Yeah,
Um,
basically, yeah,
the one who runs it, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, she doesn't run it. I guess she has a pretty top spot.
She's like one of the main
Um,
characters, essentially. You can think of her like that.
okay. Well, yeah, her and Denji gets a free pass because Edwin brought up a good point last episode. I was like rewatching it, and he was saying some good stuff. How he's not a real person. He was always property, and he doesn't have crazy goals. He just wants to. He has basic surface level stuff. Like he wants to have a girlfriend. He wants to eat toast and jelly. So he gets a pass. Like that makes sense. They explained it for him. Makima's
Hmm.
cool. I like Makima. And then for
Hmm.
everybody else, I really just do not care about anybody else.
Hmm. No, I feel you. I feel you. I definitely hate the even though she did pop off the last episode, but I don't know her name either. The girl that's
Oh, I
like
don't.
always screaming and freaking out. She like almost killed Denji when they were like stuck in the hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hate her. I hate her. And like even like later on, her character kind of just stays the same, just kind of like annoying and shit. She's always played as a joke, essentially. Like even in the community, she's always seen kind of like as a joke and shit. Essentially like the Sakura, but she's not necessarily also she's not useless. Like she pops off. Like last episode,
Damn,
she
she's
popped
her
off
own
and shit.
Sakura. So,
Yeah, she's kind of like the Sakura in terms of like everybody makes fun of her, and she just has like all these ridiculous moments. But she's also like she gets serious when she wants to get serious, you know. But in terms of just the character herself, the way she acts, the way she carries herself, very annoying. I don't like it, and a lot of the characters tend to be like that. Like Power is kind of like that. She's just very loud and obnoxious,
yeah,
and I don't fuck with her. A lot of people love Power, but I do not like Power. But the cast is also filled with so many characters. Like you're gonna see they're gonna keep adding a couple more characters, and they're all gonna be very unique in their own kind of ways. Some of them you're gonna hate, some of them you're gonna like. But yeah, the anime will definitely get better.
yeah. I'm gonna
yeah.
still watch it. They had a dope fight. Um, with that, what's his name? Sword Man, Samurai Man. They
Uh,
named him something in the description.
the Katana Devil, I think it is.
Oh, really? All right. Well, yeah, whatever his name was, they had like a pretty cool fight. That girl who we forgot the name of, she popped off. I'm starting to like her now. I know I said Makima and then Denji gets a free pass. That girl, I do care about her. Let me
Okay,
revise my statement. I care about her too because she's a real one. She didn't even want to do this. Her parents threw her in there. Now she's in there, and then she
mhm.
was going in too. So I'm like, oh, she's not even like super weak like that. Like she could put in some work low key. So I'll
Right,
keep my eye
right.
on her. She could probably be a favorite for me. It's between her and Makima.
Okay, okay, that's
The
interesting. That's
females
interesting.
are carrying.
No, yeah, this anime is gonna have a lot of female, like a big female cast. So that'll be another plus. And then I like those typical stereotype females and shit, where they'll show up and they'll be like a little bit useful, and then after that, the main character just comes in and carries. Like no, like they all put in work. They all put in work.
But looking forward to that. I don't know. I think they're going to 13 episodes, but we'll keep you guys updated. We'll definitely talk about it more.
What for like the season or like the one just
Yeah,
coming out?
like this season, I think. I think it's gonna go up to like 13 episodes.
I hope not. I hope it goes to 24.
I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen an anime, especially one with that comes out with a lot of hype, like Chainsaw Man. Like they usually don't go to 13 anymore. Like most animes nowadays tend to make it to 24 episodes.
Yeah, most anime, but this is Mappa Studios. They're on a tight schedule. They like their shit to be
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. But it's not Attack on Titan either. They're not gonna drag it out. They're not gonna drag it out. They only do that for the good animes, the god tier ones.
With that being said, real quick, they're also making a anime based on Nier Automata. I don't know much about the Nier series. I had Nier Automata for the PS4, and then I never beat it. But
You never beat it,
nah, that game was like
I
too
should beat
long.
it.
right?
I thought you was on
Yeah,
that shit when it was
yeah, I
out.
was on that shit, and I could never beat it. It was too long.
Uh huh.
I didn't know where to go. It was like too open world. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do.
Can you play it on
And
PS5 or did you have the disc version?
I had the disc version, so
Okay.
yeah, I just got that sitting in my drawer. Like, dang,
Mm-hmm.
can't even play it.
Mm-hmm.
But they are making an anime. They'll be making its full anime adaptation debut next year, but it's gonna come with some changes to, how it was in the game.
Okay.
Um, I think, excuse me for butchering the name. I think his name is Yoku Taro. He revealed that the changes to the story become an internal debate and like inside their company, like the creator, he's
Really?
trying to, yeah, he's trying to, destroy the original story and, people working on the anime, they just want to do the original story.
Wait, the creator himself wants to do a different story?
Yeah, he wants to do it different from the game, but then the people working on the anime, they want to do it how it like they want to copy the game.
I mean, it should be his choice. He's the one that made it.
Right?
Um, yeah, I agree. It should be his choice. I don't know about doing it based on the game because like Tales of not Tales. Scarlet Nexus. They had an anime, they
Mhm.
had a game, and they're basically the same. Same with Persona 5. They had a
Yeah,
game, they had an anime, basically the same.
and they're bad. Anime, they're bad. In the game, well, the game for Scarlet Nexus, terrible, garbage. Don't recommend. Persona is amazing, but both of their animes, in my opinion, were also just terrible. Like they were just
Yeah,
fancy animation.
yeah. Like I love Persona. Like I played Persona 5. I bought it again for Persona 5 Royale, and I played the other Persona 5 Rumble, whatever the fuck it was called. I played that shit too. So trust me, I'm
Yeah,
a Persona fanboy. Like I be playing their games, and even me, I couldn't watch the anime. I was like, no, I'm good.
yeah.
So if you're gonna make an anime, yeah, switch it up, switch it up, switch it up.
And
Uh,
anime is bad?
for Persona, and yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like not even watchable.
Damn. So they gonna follow the game? Or is it like a
It's like
spin-off?
it's like you're playing the game, but you only get the cutscene parts.
Huh.
Essentially, yeah. And then the shit they fill in is just kind of like, eh, wow,
Yeah, I feel
not
like it's either one or the other. Like you're either gonna play the game and not watch the anime, or you're gonna watch the anime and then probably
not
not play the
really.
game, even though the
Yeah,
game got that fire music. The game is fun. You can play that shit.
I know. Like if you
Um,
literally have to pick between one or the other, play the game. Like playing the game
yeah.
is like watching the anime, literally. Like you'll be set. You'll be, and then, oh my god, the game was so rewarding at times because let me tell you, not only did you have to grind the fuck out that game to be some crazy ass challenges, but like they'd be getting to some parts where it'll be just like fully anime. Like the cutscenes are just fully anime, and that's so beautiful. And I would just put the remote down and relax and watch that anime scene, and then go back into the game. Like that shit's rewarding. It feels good. It feels good.
With that being said, there is gonna be more news about it on. Oh, well, today, December 11th. I think there's supposed to be like a trailer or something dropping today.
Or Persona.
Nah, for the Nier Automata anime.
Oh, right. That's what
I
Persona.
think there's either gonna be like a trailer or like some news. I didn't think the dates were gonna add up like that. That's crazy.
Mm.
But we'll probably show it next episode or something if it does drop. That
And you're
being
not gonna look it
said,
up now.
what was that?
You're not gonna just look it up now.
Nah, but I don't want to, waste time sloppily
Waste
typing
time.
it up. It's probably not even out yet. It's probably gonna come out like 4 or something. Who knows?
All right.
Final thing for anime, My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
Are you caught up on it?
No.
No, I'm not.
Damn, crazy. Basically, they're in that little war arc. They're trying to stop Shigaraki before he's able to fully awaken. He's basically like 1v. He just 1v running everybody. Like he is beating everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, but it's getting crazy and crazy. Or it was getting crazier, but I feel like the last 2 to 3 episodes are kind of like slowing down in terms of the pacing. I feel like when they go into like conversations, it takes way too long. Like the last 2 episodes, it was Uraraka and Toga. They were talking. Toga was like asking her. Quick spoilers here, by the way. Quick spoilers. Toga was asking Uraraka if it's okay for heroes to kill villains and shit, and like if villains don't deserve like a better chance of like a life, and like why are we so different and all this other shit. And they were having like a debate, and while it's a very deep conversation, it kind of dragged on for like 2 episodes, and it was very long to the point where I was like falling asleep through that shit. And then there was also like a big reveal in the last episodes for anime only fans. There's a big reveal, so I'm not going to get into it. But after the big reveal, they go into way more dialogue, a whole conversation. And once again, I was like falling asleep because it was just dialogue after dialogue after dialogue in the middle of a war, mind you, right? So it's like we don't want to see these people talking. We want to see the people fighting and shit. And for anybody saying that'll be like, oh, we probably were just tired or some shit, that's not fair. Like, no. I watched My Hero and I was falling asleep. And right after, started watching Blue Lock, I was wide awake. I was screaming in my room. I was making a commotion. Like, I was not
Damn,
tired.
causing
The
commotion.
anime was just boring. What'd you
Niggas
say?
said, "Damn, we're downstairs."
Yeah, grandma woke up. She was like, "You watching Blue Lock?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, come watch this episode. This shit crazy." Like, it was just the anime. Like, it started off good, but right now it's kind of boring. But on the bright side for My Hero, they are joining the Fortnite roster, so that's a plus side.
Yes, there is that.
I don't even know
Hopefully,
what though.
hopefully they do a better job than Dragon Ball.
You don't think Dragon Ball was good?
I mean, it was okay.
It was
I mean,
okay.
like the bundles and shit.
Yeah, the pricing was it's a little bit unfair. Like Goku was like the most expensive, and then everybody else was just very
Yeah, speaking of Fortnite,
gameplay.
yep, my hero is gonna be in Fortnite. They showed it in the trailers. Showing some Fortnite footage right now, and let me say, Fortnite, they are in their bag right now. They had a very
Yeah,
terrible event. Me and Antonio, we live streamed it, and I regret it. It was very boring. It was terrible. I was
Mm-hmm.
seeing everybody in the community on Twitter, TikTok,
Lame.
everybody was saying it was bad. Like, I don't know what made them think that event was good. I don't know who they had in the studio talking about, yeah, I don't know how it got clearance. I don't know how everybody sat in the
right,
fucking office and said, yes, this is what we're gonna fucking release. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? It was bad. It was basically you popped in, you load up, you do a bunch of quests, like literally you do a bunch of quests, throw a snowball at this person, throw a chicken into the portal, and then after you get done doing all of that, the game just blows up, and then you have to wait until fucking tomorrow for the servers to come back on. Like, it was so boring. Nothing happened. Like, compared to the other events where it was like monster fights and mecha fights, The Rock flipping the entire island over and you watch him flip the island over.
right.
I don't know what the fuck they were thinking.
Damn.
But besides the bad event, like I said, they did clean it up with the new season because we had mad fun playing this. We're still having fun playing this. They got
Mhm.
the Unreal Engine 5. Everything looks beautiful. Like from the water to the grass to the lighting too. Like the lighting is like more realistic in
Even
buildings.
destroying shit.
Oh yeah, destroying shit is like more realistic. There's like more destruction and stuff. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, they added more gameplay elements. There's like these things called augmentations. They're basically like upgrades, a bunch of random upgrades you can get throughout the match. You can get like a super jump. You can get the ability to deploy your glider whenever you want. You can get the ability to heal in bushes. Like you can do a lot.
Unlimited fuel for your cars.
Oh, yep, unlimited fuel for your cars. There's a lot you could get. You get them by leveling up, so you just gotta play the game. Um,
I will say they're slacking on their store. Their store has been pretty bad from the beginning of the season, and they need to fix that.
yeah, maybe they do. They added a bunch of weapons. As you can see, I got the SPAR in the inventory. They brought the assault rifles back. We're lit. They added this new
Yeah,
hammer. The hammer is a little fun,
just
but they're
broken.
they're
It barely
pushing it too
works.
much.
Yeah, the hammer is kind of broken. The hammer and the pistol are broken.
The
Yeah,
pistol's just saying that the pistol's fine. You guys are exaggerating.
Bro, no, the pistol it has like auto aim
this is
essentially. If
okay.
it's in front of you, you're not missing the shot.
Yeah, added hammers, added the pistol, a lot of weapons. They took out what's the purple thing called? Like the purple shock waves. I don't know why. I miss those.
I miss those too. Them just the lightsabers. They replaced them with some blue shit.
Yeah, the blue shits do not work at all.
And they put in the rocket launchers. Like I like love the rocket launchers. Like I don't know why they ever took them out.
I wish you take them out again because Amani will use the rocket launcher point blank fucking
That's how
range
you're
like a
supposed to use it.
dumbass.
That's how you're
Because
supposed to
like
use it.
just no, it's not. And then you know what I hate? He'll see a group of enemies bushed up together from a distance, not shoot the rocket launcher. But then when they're right at his face, he'll pull out the rocket launcher. Like, come on, bro. Come on. So that's why I want them to take them shits out because the teammates like him that don't know how to shoot it properly. And the hammers too. These guys always push me out of the ring with their fucking hammers.
You literally killed me yesterday when we were playing. You hit
Yeah, that
me,
was revenge. That was revenge.
please.
That was revenge.
Oh yeah, they added dirt bikes, and you could like ride the dirt bikes. You could shoot while you're on the bikes. It's pretty cool, pretty funny.
Hmm.
But yeah, Fortnite's in their bag. New season added all these new gameplay mechanics. There are rumors that they're gonna add like wall running and wall jumping, whatever.
Right.
I'll take that
Uh,
shit. I think dope as fuck. Wall running with a gun. Niggas are
Damn.
dead.
Let me tell you, that'll make no build kind of annoying because it'll all be about movement now.
yeah, a little bit, a little bit. So they might have to add another mode, like no build, no movement,
No
and then
movement.
no yeah, like and then no build, some movement. Like they might have to make another mode.
basically. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm definitely looking forward to anything they add.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
but we no god.
yeah, but they're doing the damn thing. They got the Doom player in there. Love to see
Mm-hmm.
it. They're gonna have like Mr. Beast apparently. Like I think
Why?
so. The Fortnite's doing a lot. Fortnite's
Well, a
doing a
little
lot.
kid woke up and said, "Yo, I want to play as Mr. Beast today."
Look at myself Boston Mr. Beast Burger. Shit, I don't know.
Nah,
Got
like
the
it's okay
beef
if they add a
burger.
location. That's fine, but not a skin. Like, come on, that's whack. When they add like real people like that, like when they added like what is it? Zendaya, just like choosing the skins. It's like they got LeBron, they got fucking Kendrick, like real people like that. That's just weird. I'm not paying to play as real people.
Kendrick's on here.
Oh, not Kendrick. Sorry, Travis.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm
Yeah.
like, Kendrick's on
Actually, I might buy Kendrick. I might buy
here.
Kendrick, but
I was by Kendrick.
yeah, I'll
Trying to
probably
King
buy Kendrick.
Kunta.
But still, they can't just be adding like just freaking regular people and just expect us to buy it. Like that's just kind of whack. I want to play like DC characters, Marvel characters, anime characters, stuff like that.
Right, not influencers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely see where you guys are coming from. They added the Hulk. You can't transform, but they added the Hulk.
Would you prefer to
Right.
transform?
You can't
No, he.
transform like how you could with She-Hulk.
Mm,
Only thing I want at this point is the Hulk scream.
they.
Just fuck
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's only like 300.
Shit, that's not bad. But if you get the scream, you want to. Actually, no, you could get it because you have She-Hulk, so
And
it'll
you're saying, yeah, it's like use it for She-Hulk.
yeah, you should get that.
Oh,
You should definitely get that. But so what are y'all thinking? Y'all thinking about getting any of the My Hero skins when they come out?
not really.
Nah.
Not that big of a My Hero guy for me to get a skin. Unless they add the villain, then maybe.
What, Shigaraki? Or All for One?
Shigaraki, they add him.
They probably would, honestly. I could see him, all the hands and shit. I'd get, if they add All Might, I'll get All Might.
But yeah,
Because,
All Might.
hell yeah, I'll get All Might. That's the man right there. But I'm not gonna get Deku though. I don't know. I feel like Deku's just a little cringe. Not necessarily cringe, but well, no, he's cringe. He's cringe. I never liked Deku as the main character. I've always felt like he held the anime back. He was too
He does
soft.
hold the anime back.
Yeah, he's too soft. Too much of a crybaby. Like he has so much potential, but he doesn't like really use it all. This nigga didn't discover he could use his feet until like halfway through the series. Like there's so many downfalls to Deku, more downfalls than upsides in my opinion. So I'm definitely not gonna get him. But if they add Bakugo, I might cop him too. Bakugo and All Might.
Real quick, I guess we could just move on to like the movies real quick. Final section right here. So let's just talk about what's going on in the cinema world. First things first, I want to, well, real quick, I guess we could talk about this. I'm going to talk about this in the beginning, but Black Clover is coming out with a new movie. It's coming out March 31st, 2023. So yep, whenever that comes out, I'm gonna be on that day one. It's gonna be a Netflix exclusive, so keep your eyes out on that. Keep your eyes out on that. And, that's next year. Avatar. I do want to talk about Avatar. I've been wanting to talk about Avatar for a while now. So if you haven't heard, they're making another Avatar movie called Way of the Water, and director James Cameron has said that the upcoming sequel will need to be the third or fourth highest grossing film in history to turn a profit. Now that is crazy. I don't know why they decided to make another one, and I don't know why they decided it should be that expensive.
Yeah, nah, they're fucked.
That's how much it cost for the first one. Not as much, but like you're here trying to top shit, and he seems to be the guy to over here make these highly budgeted movies. Like Titanic cost a shit ton to fucking make.
I feel like it only
Like half the
cost that
time,
much. It took 10 years to fucking make it, and I feel like that was so fucking unnecessary.
Um, and another thing they were talking about, I don't have the tweet here, but Edwin brought it up before we started recording. The movie's gonna be mad long, and then when people were asking the director like how when to take a bathroom break, he said take a bathroom break whenever, but just know that you're gonna have to buy another ticket and you could rewatch whatever part you missed.
Uh-huh. You basically
Yeah,
expect people to go watch it multiple times.
yeah, he's crazy.
He is.
Uh, I don't know what he's thinking. Like, I don't know what everybody on the team is thinking. Like, when the first one came out, I guess it was, popular. It was good. Like, I remember seeing it and I was like, oh, the CGI is nice. Like, you don't see CGI like this. That's like all I remembered. There's even a trend that was going around. Not a trend, but people were saying on Twitter and stuff like, oh, I don't even remember the main character's name. Like, what's his name? Tell me his name right now. And then I was like, yeah, I don't even remember the main character's name.
Yeah, people don't know the name. They don't know what happened. They don't know like even the whole story at all, or even the ending. Like it's been 10 fucking years. Like no one's
Yeah.
gonna remember that shit.
And then I think James Cameron came out the cut and he was like, "Oh, y'all are just hating. Why y'all saying y'all don't remember the name? Like y'all remember the name. Stop playing. Stop playing." And it's like, bro, you're fighting for this. You're fighting for this movie. They even re-released it when like Avengers was doing good. It was like, "Yo, drop Avatar again."
Yeah,
And I thought that was fucked up because what Avengers took their spot as like the most money earned, and then they were like, "Nah, drop that Avatar again." That was like mad petty.
but they didn't make the money back, did they? Like it's not like they beat Avengers.
I don't know if they did. They probably didn't. I don't know.
Hopefully.
But yeah, he's talking about they're doing too much. I do not have high hopes for this movie. I think it's gonna be bad, and they're about to lose a lot of money. This is the third or fourth highest grossing film in history. History? Why would you agree to this? They're confident. They're confident. They're a different breed, honestly. So we'll see. And mind you, they're gonna make
he's got the
sequels.
money for it.
Like they want to make sequels too. They said they
This
have a whole
spin-offs,
series planned out.
video games. They're gonna be on a whole fucking roll. Be
World of
liquefy the shit out of it.
yeah, it's looking bad for them.
Yeah. Going back to this. In other movie news, so I don't know if you've heard of this movie called Strange. You guys probably never heard of it. Uh,
Mm-mm.
I saw a trailer for it, and after seeing the trailer, I was like, this movie looks so generic. It looks so boring. And it's one of those trailers where like they tell you the entire movie in the trailer. I mean, that's most trailers nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like that for like a couple of years now, where they tell you the entire story in the trailer. But yeah, you get the entire story in the trailer. It's cliche, it's boring. And now it's said that they're expected to make 30 to 40 million dollars in its opening weekend. Disney's Strange World only brought in 11.9 million, making it one of the worst openings for a Disney movie in recent years. Like they're literally set to lose $100 million at the box office because of this terrible movie.
Wow. And why did
Really?
it even come out?
Like this tweet came out November 28th. I'm pretty sure the movie's already, yeah, the movie's already out and stuff, obviously.
So
But
yeah,
yeah, it was bad.
that's crazy. I don't know. It's just not looking good for movies, really. We had like maybe a handful of good movies this year. Like I'm trying to think. I'm gonna say maybe 5 good movies this year out of like the possible like close to 30 that came out. Like it's not that good of a year for movies.
Let's see, what else did I have on my movie list? There was another movie on Netflix made by the creators of Key and Peele. It came out on Halloween, and it was I ended up watching it. It was really good. Um, I forgot what it was called. Let me look it up real quick. Key and Peele movie.
Should have properly.
Netflix. It was like some animated movie, Wendell and Wild. That's what it was called. Wendell and Wild. It was pretty good. Like the animation was unique. I think it was like stop motion. If yeah, it was like stop motion. I love stop motion. It just takes a lot to make because you have to move the character and then you have to like, record it and then you record her taking another step, then you got record her taking another step. It's a very long process.
You recorded one frame at a time.
Yeah, you record like one frame at a time, and if you fuck up, you have to like redo it all over again. Like it's no joke. So
Yeah.
I was surprised they did it for this, but it ended up being pretty good. You got Jordan Peele as Wild, Keegan Michael Key as Wendell. They play like the demons, and yeah, the movie was pretty good. I recommend it to anybody who hasn't seen it, even if it's not Halloween time. You might get a kick out of it or something.
But
Um, Actually, let me just double check. Anything else for the movies? Oh yeah, for the Warner Bros. They're talking about that The Flash will now premiere on June 16th, 2023, a week earlier than its previously announced release date. I can't believe they're still going through with this movie. Let me just say,
mm, they made the money.
maybe. Um, like The Flash, he's been doing a lot of illegal stuff, and then they put him out on like bail. He has to like pay a certain amount of money. And it's crazy that they're still going through this. I heard that the Superman recorded a cameo, but then they might pull the cameo now. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what
Hmm.
they're doing.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna do the same thing for the Batman shit too, because they had scenes in this movie that set up the Batgirl show. And like
I heard they're canceling the Batman Beyond movie, the Michael Keaton one.
I didn't even know that shit was happening.
Yeah, it was supposed to be attached to the Flash movie and then like spin off to its own thing, but they got rid of that shit too. Scrapped it.
Yeah. I don't know what DC's doing, but hopefully James Gunn can save it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. James Gunn, he's working on it now. He's leading it. Other news, they were talk James Gunn, he was talking about how uh future video games, they want it to be connected to the movies and the TV shows. I don't know how that's gonna work. And to be honest, I don't even think that's a good idea. I think that's a terrible idea, to be honest.
It restricts us so much.
Yeah, like I feel like video games and movies, they should just be their own separate thing. Like just so when you make a video game, you could just like, go crazy with it. You could do whatever. Like I don't know about having them be connected to the movies and stuff. I don't know if that's a good move.
I'm thinking that it won't be all the games. It'll be like specific titles, but if they're planning on doing all their games like that, then oh yeah, that's gonna be whack.
Yeah, and it's talking about the TV shows too. I don't even know how that would work.
They're just
I'm
copying
scared.
Marvel on that one.
Like
I mean,
I'm
they kind
scared.
of did it with the what you call it, with the Peacemaker show. They kind of did it first, low key. Am I wrong? Where that leads off from Suicide Squad, and then I'm pretty sure it builds up some other shit, doesn't it?
Well, yeah,
So if they do it like Peacemaker, then hey, it could work. It could work. But for the games, still don't agree.
I guess. I mean, that was them connecting the show and the movie. Like, that had nothing to do with like the video games. I don't know how they're gonna make
Yeah,
the
that's what
video
I'm saying.
game.
If they keep it outside of the game, it'll work.
Uh, but we'll see. We gotta see what games they drop, and we gotta see what movies they drop. They might reboot the universe. There's been a lot of talk at the headquarters. Like they're talking about they're canceling a lot of movies. Like they canceled the Wonder Woman movie,
Hmm.
and there's talks about Aquaman. He might be leaving to play another character, or he just might be leaving. Period. I don't know. So it's looking rough for the future of DC. We just have to wait and see, really.
Yeah, just
The
hope time.
same. While we're still on the topic of
Fingers
movies,
crossed.
Nobody 2 is goals to shoot in 2023. Adding, we need to make a great sequel, and so it's about making sure that we get it right. They're just working on making Nobody 2. I saw the first one. The first one was really, really good.
Hmm.
I don't know how they're gonna make a sequel, to be honest, but whatever. I'm here for it.
It could be a prequel.
A sequel, you think?
Yeah, I think that could work better.
We'll see.
That or it's just him going back to like his old life, I guess. But we'll see.
Yeah, the first one was good. I'm gonna kind of get into spoilers here. If you haven't seen it, click ahead a little bit. But it's about this dude in the middle right here. He's like a dad. He lives an ordinary life, and then he gets robbed one day, and then he lets the robbers do whatever. He listens to them. He lets them rob him, and then his kids are like, "Dad, what the fuck? You let them rob us? Like, you're mad sorry." And then one of his kids, they were like about to knock the robber out, and then he stopped him. He was like, "Don't, son, don't knock him out, don't knock him out." And he was like, "Dad, what the fuck?" Like, I was dead ass in the corner. I was about to hit him, bro. Like, we was about to get lit, but you
Right.
ruined that. You ruined that. And then all his kids, both his kids, they're like, "Yo, you're sorry as fuck." And then his neighbors hear about it. His neighbors are like, "Yo, you're really sorry as fuck." He goes to work, and his coworkers are like, "Damn, bro, you're really sorry as fuck." So everybody's talking shit. And then, but what they don't know is like he's like used to be ex-military. Like he was on that. Like he really could have fucked them all up right then and there, but he decided not to.
Hmm.
Even in this scene, he like when he replays the him getting robbed in his head, he noticed like what type of guns they had, like the ammo they were using and stuff, and like a whole bunch of other things he like noticed about them. Like he's strategic and he knows how to fight, but he just didn't want to like get sucked back up into that violence. And he's like, fuck it, everybody's saying I'm sorry, like fuck that, I'm a real nigga. And then he just goes he goes looking for a fight, he gets into some fights, he fucking avenges his family, does some other shit. It's a good movie, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm happy they're making another one. Looking forward to it. Also, they are making a Rush Hour 4 movie. I don't have a link here, but they're working on Rush Hour 4.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I just hope that they keep it like how the old ones were, like the original trilogy. Like because people always say that shit that came out before like early 2000s, even like 1990s, it can't come out today because it'll typically be too offensive or too unexclusive, it's like that. Like it won't include everybody, blah 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 blah, and it'll get canceled, right? And to be honest, if Rush Hour 1 to 3 came out in this era, it'd probably be the same. Like it'd probably get canceled. But I don't want them to come with that mentality of trying to please the new Gen Z and shit and try to make it hip. Like, no, go back to the roots, be fucking ridiculous, be outlandish, do all your shit, don't hold back. Like you brought it up before, like they had Jackie Chan saying nigga and shit, saying fucking up black people because they were like upset at him for saying it, but he didn't know what he said. And that whole scene was just so fucking ridiculous, but it was also very funny and shit like that would get probably canceled today, but they need to just they need to bring it back. They need to bring it back.
okay, okay. Antonio, what do you think? Do you think they should bring it back? Do you think they should tone it down?
When y'all say tone it down, how much tone down? Like, how
Like
do y'all feel about that tone down? Like, you think like
Well, I mean, I know, all right, so it sounds like Edwin wants it to be like back how it was. I don't think they could do that. I don't think they could survive, to be honest, if they did that. Like that whole Jackie saying the N-word and he beats up all the black people. I do not remember that. I watched these movies when I was a kid, by the way. Like when I was a kid.
I'm saying, like
Like
the early 2000s was definitely fucking
wild.
wild, especially with the comedy. It was really offensive back then. I think you can get away with it now. They can't. They have to be really. I feel like they gonna fuck it up if they do too much. If they do too much, it's gonna be just another corny, cheesy comedy that they should have just left in the past. Like Dumb and Dumber, like we didn't need Dumb and Dumber too.
hmm
Fucking like those are big examples. Like comedy that that can't survive. Like they just need to stop rebooting shit, sequelizing shit, knowing damn well they ain't capable.
Yeah, I kind of want to agree
That's
with
what I need to
Antonio.
think
I
of.
feel like if they make a Rush Hour 4, they're gonna have to tone it down, but then if you tone it down too much, is it gonna be the same? I feel like it's a slippery slope.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I say they got to come in how they came in before. Like I said, bring it back with the original, or don't bring it back at all. I don't know who directed the Rush Hour trilogy. I don't know if they always have the same director for all three movies, or I don't know if they're just coming back for the fourth one. But whoever it is that's working on it, I hope they're just not scared of the media. Like, don't let this fucking generation ruin what that movie was. Like, if you're gonna let that shit ruin what the Rush Hour name is, then I agree with Antonio. Don't bring it back. Leave it in the past. But if they're gonna bring it back and they're gonna do their jokes the way they were doing it, like I'm not saying I need Jackie to the N word. Like that was funny. That was the one time deal. That's cool. But I'm just saying they can't be afraid to just use their jokes. Like they can't be afraid to make a fucking joke because they're gonna be like, oh, this might offend this person, that might offend that person. And people that go into movies looking for shit to get offended by shouldn't go watch a fucking movie because the whole point of a movie is that it's fictional. You're there to watch it, have fun, and it. Like if you're going in there to be offended, stop watching fucking movies.
Definitely do get what you're saying. I agree with some of it to an extent. Yeah, if they were to make another one, maybe they should just commit to it. And at the same time, they was getting crazy. He was talking about, I'll slap you back to Africa. And I'm like,
Who said?
that's crazy.
Nobody
Jackie
said
said
that.
that. Jackie
No,
said
he
that.
didn't. No,
Yes,
he
he
didn't.
did. He was like, I'll
No, he
slap you back
didn't.
to Africa. He was like, yeah, you'll slap me back to Africa. Like, they was getting crazy with each other. They both say some racist shit. That's why I'm
Okay, but
worried.
that was funny as fuck.
No, that's why I'm worried. I'm like, hey,
It's
yo, it was funny as
funny.
fuck
Like,
then,
mind
but
you,
now
I'm
that,
sure that movie was rated R too. So you got to remember that this isn't going to be targeted towards little ass kids or nothing like that. Not even teenagers.
good
This is
point,
supposed to
good
be
point.
adult shit, right? And you and me have joked around like that since fucking middle school, right? Like
No
we'll always be like,
brainer.
"Oh, you dirty Puerto Rican or you dirty Dominican and shit like that." That's what true friendship is. That's what friends fucking are. So if they're gonna just be in there doing some cliche jokes like that, I'm not watching it. It's not realistic. It's not relatable, and it's not funny.
This dude. But yeah, we'll definitely see. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll probably watch it regardless, to be honest. Like that's Rush Hour 4, you know?
Of course, you gotta support. Gotta support.
You gotta support.
The fact that Jackie Chan's even coming back for another one, holy shit! Like that man was supposed to be done. I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Let me see. Was that it for the movies? All right, we'll end it on this final note. The Last of Us. The Last of Us comes out next year in June.
I thought it was this month.
Is it this month? Am I wrong? No,
Ah, I could be
2023.
wrong. I don't know.
2023.
Okay,
Whoops. I think it's following the game though. I
I
could
heard it was different
is it different? I don't know. I'm assuming it follows the game. I don't want to say I heard. I'm assuming.
because well, I think they'll have like the major points of the game, but in terms of like the actual structure of the journey, I think that'll be different. But like major points of the game, like where they run into the the other guy, like the guy and his brother, and then like they have to like fight them and shit. I think that'll be in the show. Ellie going to the hospital and like them finding out she needs to be sacrificed. I think that'll be in the show. That car crash this show that was from the game. But yeah, shit like that'll be in it.
Um, yeah, sounds good. Are you guys gonna watch it when it comes out, or are you gonna skip it?
Mm, I think I'll post it. I'll let y'all know.
I already know Antonio's gonna watch it. I don't know why he's acting right now.
I'll let you know. I'll let you. I got a long list.
All right,
I'll
he has
listen
a
to
long
it. I'll
list.
let y'all know.
I might keep an eye on it. I mean, it's like how we were talking about with the Persona and like, how there's a game and then they make an anime and now it's like there's a game, they're making a show. So if it follows the game, I don't really see the point of it. Like, I guess if you never experienced it, you could watch it. But if you never experienced it, like you should just play it. Like it's a really fun game.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I guess if you're too busy with work, you're just trying to get into it without playing it, I guess you could watch it. Unless the ending is different, and not ending, but like all of it's different, like Edwin was saying, then yeah, then definitely hop on it.
yeah. Nah, I still think, like I said, they're gonna have like a major point of the game in the show. Like I said, like her going to the hospital and then finding out, like, yo, and like in the game, like you got to like sacrifice her to get the vaccine, but Joe doesn't want to do that. Like I think shit like that will still be in the show. Um, but what I think will be different, like I said, is the journey there. Like the journey throughout will be different. And spoilers for the second one too. But like in the second one, Joel dies. I think if they move on forward with like different seasons, I don't think they're gonna kill off Joel very soon. I think they're gonna drag it out so we can get more time with Joel, and then maybe kill him like season 3 or 4.
I mean, that would be crazy if they do that.
Yeah, but we'll see. I have high hopes for it. It looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. It has the guy playing Joel. He's the same guy who plays the Mandalorian. I'm blanking on his name, something Pascal, I think. But yeah, the dude who plays the Mandalorian, he's a really talented actor. Even though he doesn't really talk that much in Mandalorian, it doesn't matter. He's still good. So as long as he's in it, I have a lot of high hope. Pedro Pascal, that's his name. Pedro Pascal.
Okay, I think the actor from Euphoria is also in it, like Ruby's little sister. So they have like some
Um,
notable actors in there.
well, let me find out. Let me find out. But yeah, so it seems like they have a lot of talented actors. And it's based off a really popular series.
Hmm.
So, it seems like they have the recipe for success. That's what it's looking like.
Zombies look like perfect, like straight out of the game. So I'm definitely, it looks good. It looks good. I feel like this will be like our generation's Walking Dead. Hopefully not as long, but It'll just be like a zombie show that we could actually watch and maybe enjoy.
That would be nice. But with that said, I think we'll end it on that note, talking about the Last of Us show coming out.
Yep, yep.
But yep, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you for listening. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like. What do you think about the Game Awards? What do you think about the movies coming out? Just let us know. Just let us know.
Mm. Follow our Twitter to keep updated with everything we do. Should be more streams coming out throughout the year. Definitely a lot more streams coming out this year with all these games. So follow the Twitter and stay updated.
Yep, yep.
With that being said, we'll catch you in the next one.
Peace.